Hello, welcome back to SideQuest Stories. I'm Matt, and today we're going to be playing some more Alan Wake 2. Last time we played this, Scratch escaped from the dark place in Alan's body in custody in the Bright Falls police station. He killed Jaakko Koskela, and then there was a big boss fight with him playing as Saga. That was a pretty good boss fight. Casey is okay, but he's not in a good way. He may be becoming a Taken, I'm not sure. We've also got Agent Estevez from the FBC who's in charge here, who's pretty wounded. There's a lot going on at the moment, so I'm going to pick up where we left off here. So I'm going to swap to the game. There we go. Still paused from last time. There we go. Come up with a new plan for Casey and Estevez.
Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window.
Almost over there.
How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You like that word, don't
You
you?
said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The plan is figure out how to get to that shotgun. And we lost the battle to regain your mind. Author L10. Evolution for the brain, experiments of time and other neuroscience breakthroughs. Your essay. UFO, Myth and Reality Part 3. Tricksters and Falsehoods of Westwall. 2. Communion and Testimonies. Patson. 1. Sighting under lens. Author Quincy. Don't forget A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, I equals 9, J equals 0, K equals 1, L equals 2. Okay. That's how I open the shotgun case, presumably. It's not FBC. Is it WBQ? No. UFO? No. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I is 9. Back to 0. Is UFO. I think it's UFO. Oh, excuse me. M is 3, M is 4, O is 5, E is 6, Q is 7, R is 8, S is 9, T is 0, U is 1. Okay, first digit is 1. F. 6, so first two digits are 1, 6. Then the O is 2, it was 3, it was 4, it was 5. So it's 1, 6, 5 if it's UFO. Let's have a try. 1, 6, 5. Not UFO. Right, there's a future terminal here. I understand there's a need to keep the arrested folks on lock and key, but who the heck's paranoid madman who decided we need every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest height tech? Not high tech, height tech. Top security nonsense. The stuff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. I've warned you about this half a dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out, Officer Cooper. Second pause. Okay, I'm back. Hey y'all, I missed the sync on DFS safety prep last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets into the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? Front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business, and remember to wash your coffee mugs, admin. Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. And definitely do not touch my pay, or I'll swear to God I'll sue. Mulligan. Mulligan owes me $20 and refused to pay it back. I suggest we not pay for that amount plus interest, and then it directly to my paycheck. Northern. Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. That doesn't seem to help with the code. Okay, so what I need is here. I'll look at 3 letters. WBQ. L is 2, M is 3, N is 4, O is 5, P is 6, Q is 7, R is 8, S is 9, T is 0, U is 1, W is 2. First digit is 2. And B for Baston, also 2. 2, 2. Okay, L is 2, M is 3, N is 4, O is 5, P is 6, Q is 7. 227. Let's give that a go. Puzzle solving live. No, not that either. Perhaps the ones that are highlighted are relevant. A, B, C, I, J, K, L. I did it backwards. Part 1, 2, 3. It's not 227, it's 722. No, it's not that either. So many things that this could be connected to. Is it just the red words? I don't know who made this code, just to get a clue about them. Because that could be SUL. TAF. PRE. Sorry. Okay. UFO is definitely the numbers I thought, but I'm not sure what I did before. The Quincy Baston Western thing, because the first digit is 7. second digit is definitely 2. I'm not sure that Westmore is a 2. Might as well just brute force 70 and see what the Westmore is. That is correct. Hey. Feel like such an idiot. Box around here, isn't it? Break room, but no box. Your shoe box? Shoe box? Nope. Whatever. Just pause right while sneezing.
I'm sure Sheriff Braco wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Is it the same page? Oh yeah, well, put more ammo in it. Alright, okay, so yeah, let's do spots. Can't get rid of it. That's interesting. Saved on.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team. The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Your ex-wife, are you?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it.
Alan was trying to help.
Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
No. It wasn't.
You really don't remember Logan living in
He
Virginia
changed,
with me
didn't
and
the sound?
David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then, Then Logan... Well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case. If you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
I understood that reference. Okay, profiling. I can profiles. Wait, Scratch. Wait. Do I really want the profile Scratch? Let's just start with Wait.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Then why did I get to play as him? Was I playing as Scratch? That seems weird.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful.
Maybe that wasn't a good
Too
idea.
powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Okay. So what's the caseboard? Oh, excuse me.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps. Huh. Ugh. The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light.
Oh, really?
At least that makes sense.
I was gonna say. You haven't figured that out by now. I was gonna sell. I wonder what to do by first, because he seems ill.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jakob was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
Was it again? What was it? Let's try it.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, What kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Oh, so that's why they were sacrificing the members.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just named it half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator. You were the better Koskal. Much better than me.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken
Right.
because the Bookers interrupted their ritual. I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
I'm so sorry, Yako.
Okay, that's the Cells, what's it down here? It's the place where I can hold the key. Where's the cell key? Transcript of the interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. Location Bright Falls, Washington. Interviewer Kieran Estevez, lead agent. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There is a force here you don't understand. Our presence is after me. It wants to consume me, consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now, and you yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paradoxical object. You're not listening to me. We are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? You? Let me out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. What's he doing?
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
What supplement? Read the Shadow summary. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AW35, additional details regarding the Shadow A010 have been discovered. Redacted and redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The Shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See file 38453-187 for full report.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Appointment order. Urgent situation. At approximately 1900 hours on 13th of September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA03, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta. The remote operation site app redacted. Scrollwind's doing such strange things. All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 411B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, form a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Several pauses.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Item classification request 194F. Summary of findings. Description: para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality. The change is being based on redacted, when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Passing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a redacted, by inserting the light switch into his chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality, see file AWE35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion. The light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. A lot of info there. Not the whiteboard. Disappointing lack of whiteboard information in this game. So I'm wondering now if the light switch is similar to the light cord in Control, which sort of swaps you between two different versions of location. Because that's kind of what the Angel Lamp is doing for Alan in the Dark Place. Okay, the reason I came up here was there was another piece of information up here I saw. Somewhere there was... Oh.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
Where was it? There was something around here that I could have a look at. Was it that? Yeah, that's that. Research proposal. Read Alan Wake and connection summary. 2010, writer and suspected blah 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 pro-utilitarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in the writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult, considered his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there is no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult, with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence and would like permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. See file 1454-5326 for the full proposal. Emergency Incident Report of the Lake House. Research Facility WA-03 at Cauldron Lake, WA has been compromised, cause unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, heads of operation at the Lake House. The facility itself is reported to be in a damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to AWE and the area requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. The Investigations Department has no knowledge of the Lake House's recent research or projects due to worsening communications and cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. Refer to file 92333215 for full incident report.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
quick save and then start piecing this together. Yeah. I was hovering over that, but saved over the other. Now, okay, come up with a new plan. I need to go to the case board. FVC file cut wake. Case, wake and clicker.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Scratch pretended to be Wake, used us for how long? The whole time? Can Wake said we trusted? Okay, this is the clicker. Onto the file Wake has used the clicker to change reality before, yeah. Threshold reality. Mix in the dark place and contradicts the threshold to it. See file on the clicker and its parametric qualities.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent. Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying. Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. Definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing.
We need an Old Gods
Anything
song.
created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
There we go.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Okay.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. but I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
You're a bucket. Can I swap back to be Alan? I don't think it's him. I don't. Shoebox, break room. It's a hard save. Give it a go. Okay, we're going for it.
Ready to go?
Let's go.
I'm ready to head to Cauldron Lake now. Let's get the plan started.
Okay, here we go. We'll be there for you. What do you need from us?
I'll head to Cauldron Lake with the clicker.
Scratch will try to get you, Anderson. You'll need backup.
I can tell there's no talking you out of coming, Casey. Estevez, is there a way to get that light array to the lake?
Oh, I've got you covered, so good news there. And we'll bring our mobile containment unit. It's specially built for entities like Scratch.
And this work of art, Anderson. What's the plan for that?
I'll make some calls on the way. Just meet me at Cauldron Lake.
Gonna get tornadoed to turn up. Car to Cauldron Lake. Yep.
Tor, I need the Old Gods of Asgard. I need a very special song. You saw this coming, huh? Of course.
Ooh.
I need a song about Alan Wake. About bringing him out of the dark
Excuse me.
place. I hope they've still got it.
Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
I think they've got the Koskela brothers locked up in there. I saw them go in earlier.
Oh dear. Probably got them for what happened to them.
Okay, car is done there.
Hey, Alec. It'll be easier on you to ride with us. We'll have waterfront parking.
I like the sound of that.
Wait. No photographs. They're not even on the camera app, so I don't know why I'm bothering. Oh, bench vacation.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskela knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskalas sabotaged the FPC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Boulder Lake, here we go. Getting crash? Nope.
Pick up, pick up. David, please pick up.
David.
David! It's me. Where have you...
Stop. For once, you need to listen. You left me. You took my daughter away from me, then you let her... She's dead because of you. And I don't ever want to hear your voice again. Stop calling me.
David! Jesus Christ. It's getting worse. It's spreading. I'm running out of time.
Up. Continue taken.
We're incoming with the lights, Anderson. Where do you want them?
Set them up on the shore. We need to be ready if Scratch shows up.
We'll be ready. That's the best out.
Nice. Just walking into the light. Look at the cabins. Yes, I've got bolt cutters now. These are abilities. Midnight. It's finally not 10 past 10?
Must be locked from the other side.
Damon, some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary. Max hit it off a big stick and it ran away. I think it was a squirrel before. Day 3, our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was this squirrel. Day 6, Max found candy wrappers in the woods. There was some big poops there. It wasn't the squirrel. Day 7, Max has gone missing. Beware the Wicked Witch. Rules. 1. One person is the Wicked Witch. 2. Everybody else has to run and hide. 3. When the witch says, beware me, everyone has to change places. 4. If you go to someone else's hiding place, you can tag them to kill them. 5. Don't get tagged and killed. 6. If the Wicked Witch finds you, you're dead. 7. If you find the witch's lair, she is caught. 8. Burn the witch. Okay then. Just get that over. Oh. Can't switch reality. But there is a shoebox. Okay, so get rid of this silly thing. Grab some of them. Nope, that page over there.
Animals stayed away from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake, you'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late. Cauldron Lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
Another cult box.
Okay. Window, tornado, castle, bridge, volcano, house skeleton, tree. I can see 3 and 2, but I can't see a number 1. There's one on the little hut. Window, tornado, castle, bridge, volcano. There's more. Get them back. Oh, wait, months. Did I go through this one? Yes, didn't see that before. In the back, this one? Yeah, that's it again. The lunchbox. His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek to confirm that he was indeed real, and he was real. Feeling his handsome beard wild but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers proved it. You're back, I breathed. Yes, I'm back. I wasn't cold any longer. Ooh, new fragments. Probably enough for... Oh, 21, yes. Ooh. Successful hits will significantly reduce the number of shots. Stand still to enter improved focus mode. This mode grants perfect accuracy, pulls shots towards enemy weak spots, and deals increased damage. Penetrate here with darkness shield. Ooh. Maybe that. Increased damage. Structure arc. Fast while aiming. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Stand still and aim steadily to target the drag. Progressively reduce kickback and minimize point spread for increased damage. That's what.
The Taken rushed toward her, but Saga remained where she was, unmoving. She willed the pellets to stay on course, to hit the target. The Taken was closer. She waited. Closer. Still she waited. Until the very last moment.
And a few things. This rhymes. That's what it is. Right. There we go. Whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, push the switch into the hole, and flicked it. This is fiction, isn't ready yet. Story isn't ready yet. No, I'll be good one. Couple more doors. Get that one. It's a nursery room in there. This one. What's going on? Is that all that?
There's a rhyme over here.
Yeah. Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster cat hatchling through the clever crow's core. Warning, and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the rewards left for her. I think I'm missing most of those. Birds, what are you like in that movie but protecting, not attacking? Mythical inspiration, guardian spirits, Norse mythology, or ancient Egyptian. Corvus corax from the family Corvidae. Research symbolism and uses. Elements, stalking monster, watchful birds. Stakes can't be too high for both risk management and fruitful outcomes. Make sure the rhyming is looser this time. Need to test this approach for possibly more ambiguous interpretational results. Hero. Don't have. Oh, is it that thing? What's the monster? That's the crows, but I don't think I have the crows there.
That's not right. Doesn't make sense.
Good old. I think I should also have the new doll, yeah? Yeah, see, I'm still missing some. 3 more. Anything? Oh, that looks like a clue. E. 6. 2. What? What's down there? I don't relate to that. Look at this. Good. 6 and 2. Is there a stash in here? Good. See the number somewhere? It's 2. 4. 6, 2, 4. And what I need it for? There's a code if I do. Chaos Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police. I had started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off. It's a Terminator. And this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." That was creepy. A representative from the rental cabins, who chose to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, "If you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us." The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in the company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health, so get on out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend where Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog, Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears. She said, "I must have asked, am I dreaming, at least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times," confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. "It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, and so it felt real good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is in kind of rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure, but, well, I suppose that's all I should say about that." Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No, in this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. It seems unpredictable, everything. Hey, where are 2 next? So we'll just carry on.
That must be Tornodin. Maybe I should check in.
Kiddo! We're almost at the gig! And Odin's run over 4 minions of darkness! The bus is our hammer! I'm driving with one hand!
I need you to meet me at the shore. Is the song ready?
Almost! Odin's got a killer chorus! Come save your soul! Make new west! By name I will summon him! Da-da-da-da! sense of harmony. Bro, tree! What tree? There's no tree in the song! Who the fuck put the tree in the middle of the road? We're not on a road.
Drive carefully, Grandpa.
Metal to the metal, bro! Metal to the metal!
What are you doing out here?
Very rock and roll way to drive.
A little bit. It's just a door. Put the shoebox. Anything to take out of the shoebox? No, I think we're good. Save and go. So, all right. Yeah, here's the way. Through the trail of destruction. That. I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Nope, not good timing, not good timing, not good timing. Yep. Yep. Gotcha. Hello. Goodbye. Yep. That back right here. 6 plus 2.
Another locked box.
Plus 3. Rock, tree. Are you bright? 3 plus 3. 6. Two. 8. Let's leave a rock. Bright. Yeah. As in light. It's 2. Minus 2. 7 minus 2. 5. 6, 8. Are you one of us or one of them? Good enough room. Ah. Back to the board. Yep, got the story. It's got stashes. Cold room. There we go. So, where are we? Okay, I'm going down a bit of a diversion, so I need to head back. No, maybe I can't go that way. Oh, I was already in the right place, wasn't I? There.
The lights in the containment cell are good to go, Anderson.
Great. The Torin Ode in there yet?
The two golden oldies, well, they're here. And they bought moonshine. I love them already.
They're alive.
You wanted to know what art we would use? Well, that's them. I'll be there soon.
Yep. That's it, in British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, all the way down to California. The Pacific Northwest area spans over a diverse range. Here you will find 59 threatened or endangered species of plants and animals, including the mighty orca and wild grey wolves. The Pacific Northwest region's ecosystems are wonderfully diverse. They include mountain areas like Cascades and Olympic ranges, as well as the dense forests around them. In the west, there are several islands, and dry desert plateaus cover the east. Some of the common wildlife calling the Pacific Northwest their home are robins and seagulls, squirrels and otters, cougars and deer, coyotes and raccoons, salmon and blue herons. The marshes and ponds of this area host an impressive variety of fauna, but majestic trees like the black cottonwood, big leaf maple and Oregon ash thrive in the wetlands too. It is truly the nature lover's paradise. And locked again. We can't use the screwdriver. I can! All this time I've been able to use the screwdriver to get it off. That's very silly. What is it? Oh, there it is. Screwdriver. Yep. Joke. See, that ready to go.
1, 2. 1, 2.
How you feeling tonight, Cauldron?
Every night was bingo night.
Been a while since we played on this shore.
No leave there.
Playing cards in the general store.
What?
Top 100.
Have another black, thank you.
Another rhyme.
1 bird for light, 2 for darkness. 3 birds for a fight, 4 for a struggle, 5 birds for injury, 6 for misery, 7 for the ending, whatever it may be. Strange magpies. I don't have any birds, any crows. Even crows. There's a crow. What's one crow for? Bird for light.
Makes sense.
Oh, charm. Quite simple. Flares.
I can use this charm on my bracelet.
It's hammer charm. Attacks stagger enemies more often. Process at full charge to Sam's flashlight. Hang on to it. Okay, so I've got another clue for the missing labs. Crodol. Using the other one as well. Right over the bridge called.
Testing. Testing. Gonna need more reverb. I'm getting no bounce out here. Crank it up to 11. Hey, where are my chimes? I threw them out. Chimes are not rock and roll. Yeah, they are. If you know how to use them.
Hey! I'm here! I'm here! Let's get ready!
Anderson, we've set up control center up here overlooking the area.
Anderson, I can drop more gear down for you if you're running low.
I'll use the lights to hit the Taken when they come. Light them up for you. Bad news is we were in a hurry. The power supply is spotty. Your partner here will try to keep it running.
I'm not a damn mechanic. I wish your tech guy was here, Kieran.
Over there.
Just like old times, right, bro? Fighting the forces of darkness with heavy metal! We'll play this at maximum volume!
Looking forward to it, and gear up. Okay. Loaded.
We're waiting for your signal, Saga! This'll be a show for the ages!
Grandpa, you signal me when the song is done, and I'll use the clicker to bring Wake back. Hit it!
Here we go.
Hello, Cauldron Lake! Great to see so many federal agents here tonight. Prepare to experience a soul-searing and sorcery! This song goes out to our favorite tortured writer. Let these sweet tunes guide you out of the darkness. It's called Dark Ocean Summoning. Hey, you're making me look bad in front of Saga, bro! Let's try that again.
Hey!
A whole lot of paranatural crimes happening right now. That's fucking awesome. A t-shirt.
Show's drawing a crowd.
Where am I looking?
Taking incoming, Anderson.
Well.
Anderson, trouble on the way.
Ow.
They're coming.
Ow.
Ammo waiting.
Reload. That's not what I meant. I meant...
I'll blast him with the light.
Anderson, there's more gear waiting.
Okay.
I have him in the light.
Where was it?
Anderson, heads up.
Anderson, there's gear for you.
I got him for you, Anderson.
Thank you. Ow. I need a gun. Damn it. Oh, a crossbow. Ah! Go away. This is a proper fight.
Anderson, they're trying to stop the song.
Take it for going for the old way.
Yes! The power of rock and roll.
Nice, that was good. Oh, yeah, that reminded me of the fight in the original Alan Wake with Children of the Elder Gods going. That was so fun.
Why didn't it work? I did everything right. Art to bring him back? Clicker to make it real? So where the fuck is he?
Are we swapping? swapping. Where you at, Alan? It's a dark ocean summer there. His eyes are so creepy. Yay. Shoebox. Okay, let's grab what I can, because I have all. No, move, there. You move there. I will move of the game and see you in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed. I really enjoyed that fight. That was something else. I guess that's the 3 tracks. It's been really fun. But Alan is still in the dark place, and here's we've just picked up from where we were as him before. So, next episode, go back to playing as Alan. Let's see where it goes. Cheerio.